Being at the United Envisions conference has made one thing very clear to me again, is how much information is still needed for people getting a diagnosis or who have had a diagnosis for a while but do not have the information. They maybe haven't connected with the right specialist. So I want to take some time to get little moments of knowledge that we've learned about this space and about this community. And what I want to talk about right now is kind of the different concepts when it comes to treating vision loss conditions. And it kind of falls into some different buckets. The first is for people who have vision and are losing vision. And the goal is to stop vision loss where it's at, prevent further vision loss. Then there's the bucket of people who have lost their vision already and you're trying to restore vision. So preventative versus restorative. Those are kind of the two buckets. And there's different types of therapies that people are trying in both phases of the conditions. In the prevent vision loss phase, one of them is just a broad spectrum of things related to inflammation. So inflammation plays a vital role in vision loss right now. And there's a variety of therapeutics such as NACA, which is one of the treatments we're supporting that is going to potentially help slow vision loss. And so that's that part of that bucket of early phase. It could apply to a wide range of people. In the late phase treatment bucket, one of the techniques they're using is optogenetics, and that's helping to turn on the light cells that are there and get them working again. Candidly, those types of treatments are probably not fully restorative. They're not going to take somebody who's fully blind and give them full normal vision, but it may give them better light sensing, better shape sensing, and that phase of treatment is to just restore a little bit of what's been lost. Then there are different ways to look at these treatments. One of them is gene-specific therapies, which are targeting a specific gene mutation. Like my son has BBS1, Bardet-Biedl syndrome 1, and we have been fundraising for a specific gene therapy that could help patients with BBS1 only. Then there are gene-agnostic therapies, which are therapies that could potentially help anyone regardless of what disease mutation they have. So everybody could be impacted by it. And those are ones that, literally anybody could take. And the NACA trial, for example, would be gene-agnostic. So those are really the buckets, and I wanted to provide that framework just so people have an understanding when they're talking to their physician, when they're talking to their specialist, when they're just trying to get knowledgeable about their disease. What are the things people are working on, and how do you think about it? So whether you're early phase and you just got the diagnosis or you have advanced vision loss, how are people thinking about the treatments, the research, gene-agnostic therapies, gene-specific therapies, etc. So I just wanted to provide a little bit of foundational knowledge, and I hope it can be a little bit of additional knowledge that you didn't have before about what's going on in the vision loss research space.